Welcome to the team. You're now officially stepping into a partnership with Pro RFP INC. Think of this document as the rulebook for how we'll work together. By signing up to be a vendor with us, you're agreeing to offer your services wherever and whenever we need them. According to specific job details, we'll send straight to your email. It's like getting assignments in your inbox that you'll check off. Remember, these terms aren't just formalities. They're the backbone of our mutual success. So by sticking to them, we're all set for a smooth and fruitful journey ahead. Thanks for joining us, and let's make this collaboration a rewarding one. Section 2. Service Provision and Expectation Summary. Here's the scoop on what we're looking for from you as one of our trusted vendors. Your role is absolutely key, and we're counting on you to deliver services that are not only in line with what we've laid out, but also tailor-made to fit each specific project we send your way. This means we're all about expertise, timeliness, and total professionalism on your part, aiming to hit the highest marks in your area of work, and leaving both us at Pro RFP and our clients thoroughly impressed. But hey, we get it. Life's full of opportunities, and we want you to grab them. Feel free to work with other clients, as long as it doesn't interfere with the stellar work you're doing for us. Thinking of bringing someone else in to help out? That's cool. Just make sure you run it by us first. We need to make sure they're up to scratch in terms of quality and keeping things confidential, just like we expect from you. Section 3. Fee Structure and Payment Terms Summary. Okay, let's dive into how the payment process works for you as one of our valued vendors. It's designed to be clear and straightforward, ensuring you're rewarded for your hard work on time, every time. First off, invoicing. You'll need to submit your invoices for any services provided in the previous month through bill.com by the 14th of the following month. So if you did some work in January, your invoice should be with us by February 14th. This helps keep everything organized and running smoothly. Now, on to the payments. We've got a two-part payment system. The first half of your payment will be sent out 30 days after the invoicing period closes, and you'll receive the second half 15 days after that. For example, if you've invoiced for January's work, expect the first payment around March 15th and the second by April 1st. But wait, there's more. This billing cycle is set up to ensure you have a regular cash flow, which is a big plus, especially for our long-term partners. It means you can count on receiving 2 payments monthly, helping you plan your finances with confidence. Of course, your role in keeping this process smooth cannot be overstated. Timely and accurately submitted invoices are key to ensuring you get paid without any delays. We promise to keep our payment schedule as transparent and predictable as possible. This means you can focus on delivering great service without worrying about the financial logistics. A quick heads up. If your work involves subcontractors, or if there are any issues with service quality, it's important to be aware that it could influence your payments. However, in the spirit of fairness, we try to keep everything as straightforward as possible, without unexpected deductions. Additionally, we have something called a Pro Upload requirement for every service you provide. This is critical for maintaining our standards, and missing out on this can lead to delays in your payments, since it requires us to verify your service independently. For those times when you need your payment a bit quicker, we do offer an early payment request option, which comes with a small fee for the expedited process. This flexibility is part of our commitment to support your financial planning needs. Remember, adhering to our terms is crucial. Not meeting quality standards or failing to comply with processes like the Pro Upload submission can lead to deductions from your payment. We're all about maintaining the high quality of services provided to our clients, and your cooperation is key to that effort. In summary, our payment process is designed to be as beneficial and supportive to you as possible, ensuring we can continue to thrive together in a strong, reliable partnership. Thanks for being a part of our team. Your hard work genuinely makes all the difference. Section 4. Early Payment Option Summary. Let's talk about a feature we're pretty proud of, the early payment option. It's all about giving you more control and flexibility over your finances. Here's how it works and how you can qualify for it. To be eligible for early payments, you've got to tick a few boxes for us, proving that you're committed to proficiency and quality. This includes everything from accurate record keeping and consistently delivering top-notch services with a minimum score of 3.5 out of 5, to using the right tools for the job. We also look for complete compliance with our Pro Upload system, adherence to our uniform standards, impeccable policy observance, and prompt incident reporting, among other things. Plus, maintaining a perfect safety record And ensuring all your financial and legal ducks are in a row with things like tax obligations and insurance documentation is key. Opting for early payment does come with a little catch: the early payment fee. There's a 10% markup on the total amount you request early. Essentially, if you're set to receive $1,000, opting for early payment means we'd deduct $100 for the expedited processing. This fee helps us keep the option on the table while managing the administrative bits and bobs that come with hastening your payment. By lining up with these criteria, not only do you stand out as a stellar vendor partner embodying our high standards, but you also unlock financial benefits tailored to boost your operational effectiveness and economic well-being. It's a win-win, empowering you to keep your business humming along smoothly, while enjoying the flexibility that our early payment option brings to the table. Section 5. Understanding Deductions and Adjustments Summary. Let's talk about a less fun, but super important topic: deductions and adjustments to your payments. Now, while we all wish everything could go smoothly 100% of the time, the reality is that sometimes things come up. But don't worry, we're all about being clear and fair when it comes to managing these situations. First up, if by any chance you owe us money, we have to take that out of your payment. And to cover the work it takes to sort that out, we'll also add a 30% administrative fee on top. This could be for a whole range of things, like if we've covered some costs for you, or need to make adjustments based on our agreement, or the specifics of a project. Next, if we've had to shell out some cash on your behalf, or paid you in advance for something you were supposed to handle, we'll adjust your fees to make everything right. And here's a big one: if there are penalties because something went wrong on your end, like a service didn't meet the mark, or there was some damage or a false alarm, we'll need to deduct those charges. It's all about keeping our services top-notch and trustworthy. Now, how you get paid. To make sure you get your money quickly and safely, we use ACH transfers through our partner, bill.com.so. We'll need your banking details for that. If you can't or prefer not to go that route, we can do a manual check payment. But just note, there's a 5% charge for the extra paperwork and processing that involves. All of these policies are in place to make sure we're all accountable, and that we can keep offering the awesome service our clients expect. By laying out these rules, we aim to build a partnership that's all about mutual respect, professionalism, and focusing on what we do best: delivering incredible services to our clients. Section 6. Adjusting Work Agreement Summary. Alright, let's talk about something called a change order. It sounds fancy, but it's really just our way of tweaking the plans for a project or service agreement we've already made with you. Sometimes, we might need to add new tasks, change up existing ones, or even drop a few. And no worries, we'll always give you a heads up in writing before any of these changes happen. Now, you might be wondering, what does this mean for my payment? Great question. If a change order means more work for you, or less, we'll adjust your payment to match. It's all about keeping things fair. We'll work out the details together and make it official through an electronic agreement. So how does this go down? First, you'll get an email from us explaining exactly what's changing. We'll break down how it affects the cost of the service you're providing. Then, once we've agreed on the adjustments, we'll update your statement of work to reflect the new plan. And you'll get an email notifying you about this update. The whole idea here is to keep our partnership as flexible and responsive as possible. That way, we can easily adapt to whatever comes our way, all while making sure you're fairly compensated for your hard work and effort. Section 7. Pro RFP's Support and Resources for Vendor Summary. Let's chat about the support you'll get from us and what we expect in return. At Pro RFP, we're not just about assigning tasks. We also want to ensure you have all the tools you need to ace every project. Whether it's cutting-edge software or specialized project management systems, if there's a specific tool that could help you deliver your services more effectively, we'll make sure you know about it. Each statement of work will detail any tools necessary, tailored to the specific needs of the project, the client, and the scope of work you're handling. And don't worry about surprise costs. Any fees for these tools will be clear and upfront in your statement of work. On your end, honesty is the name of the game. When you commit to a project with us, we're counting on you to be 100% truthful in all the information you provide, be it your invoices, electronic communication, or anything else you share. This mutual respect and integrity are key to making sure we keep rolling out stellar services to our clients while supporting you in delivering your absolute best. Section 8. Staffing and conduct expectation summary. All right, let's talk about the team you're bringing to the table and how we all should act on the job. It's pretty straightforward, but super important for keeping things running smoothly and making sure our clients are happy. First up, staffing. You need to make sure you have enough qualified folks ready to go for each project. We'll let you know what we're looking for, and it's up to you to meet those needs. Availability is key too. We expect you to provide a 24-hour contact number for any can't-wait questions or needs from us or our clients. Supervision is a must-have on site for each shift. If for some reason your usual supervisor can't make it, give us a heads up at least 3 hours before. Professionalism extends to appearance as well. Your crew needs to wear the proper uniforms and badges we or our clients specify, and keep it professional. Slipping up on this could mean extra fees. Maintaining a substance-free workplace is non-negotiable. Absolutely no alcohol or illegal substances on site. Anyone caught under the influence should be removed from the work location immediately. Let's keep the workspace focused. No non-employees, pets, or unrelated items on site. Regarding tools and equipment, stick to what we've approved for the job. Only the right tools ensure the job is done well and safely. Sometimes, we might ask for changes in your team, whether it's reassigning someone or removing them from a location. It's just about making sure we're all on the same page and aiming for the best results. By following these expectations, we create a productive, respectful, and safe environment for everyone. It's all part of ensuring our partnership thrives, delivering top-notch service to our clients. Section 9. Ensuring quality and accountability summary. When it comes to delivering top-notch services, we at Pro RFP take quality and accountability very seriously. That's why we have a clear approach to making sure everything you do meets the high standards both we and our clients expect. One of the ways we ensure this is by keeping the door open to review, test, and evaluate your work anytime we need to. And, yes, we might do this without giving you a heads up. It's not that we don't trust you, but regular checks help us all stay on target and achieve our operational goals. If by chance your work doesn't quite hit the mark, it's crucial that you jump into action and correct any issues immediately. And by immediately, we mean within 12 hours of us letting you know. Plus, handling the costs for these fixes is on you. This might seem like a tight turnaround, but maintaining the highest quality of service is what our clients expect from us, and it's what we expect from you. Ensuring quality involves a whole ecosystem of steps that are all about upholding excellence. Whether it's using Pro Review to see if our clients are satisfied, Pro Alerts to tackle immediate issues, or Pro Upload to keep a comprehensive record of the services you've provided, it's all geared towards creating a seamless experience that meets our rigorous standards. So in summary, maintaining quality and being accountable for the work is a big part of what makes our partnership thrive. It's about doing everything we can to ensure that, in the end, our clients are more than just satisfied, they're impressed. And it's this commitment to excellence that keeps us moving forward together. Section 10. Payment linked to performance summary. Let's delve into something crucial: how your payment is directly linked to your performance. At Pro RFP, we believe in rewarding high-quality work, so we've set up a system that reflects just that. First, a bit on payment timing. We process payments for the work you've done in the previous month in 2 stages. The first part of your payment comes 45 days after the invoice submission deadline, and the second slice follows 15 days later. We call this our Net 60 approach, which gives us enough time to make sure everything's been accounted for accurately. Now, the core of it all, linking payments to service excellence. The better you align with our quality benchmarks, like how happy clients are, that's where Pro Reviews come in. How quickly you resolve issues, thanks to Pro Alerts, and how accurately you document services through Pro Uploads, the more positively it impacts your earnings. Meeting these standards can lead to full or even boosted payments, while falling short might ding your earnings. The role of Pro Alerts and Pro Uploads can't be overstressed. Addressing alerts quickly and making sure you're on top of your service documentation is crucial. These aren't just tasks, they're key factors that influence how your payment is adjusted, all based on the quality and reliability of your work. And there's an overall goal here: to adjust your final payment, reflecting how well you've stuck to our quality standards and the terms we agreed on. This setup isn't about being strict for the sake of it. It's designed to encourage stellar performance, accountability, and ongoing improvement across our network of vendors. So, As you strive for excellence in every service and adhere to operational guidelines, not only does it potentially bump up your income, but it also underscores our collective commitment to delivering nothing short of top-notch services. It's a system that rewards effort and quality, reinforcing why we all do what we do. Section 11. Understanding and following our terms summary. All right, let's focus on a pretty important piece of the puzzle. Understanding and following the terms and conditions that come with working with us here at Pro RFP. These aren't just formalities, they're the backbone of our partnership, outlining what's expected from both sides and covering the legal bases to ensure everything runs smoothly. First things first, we've got the right, and we will exercise it, to check in on how well you're sticking to these terms. It's not that we're looking to catch anyone out, it's more about ensuring our agreement is being respected and that everything's ticking along as it should. Now, nobody likes it when things go wrong, but it's important to be prepared just in case. If a mistake happens because the rules weren't followed, there needs to be a way to handle the fallout. This means you'd be responsible for covering any losses or damages that come up. It's a kind of safeguard for both of us, ensuring we're protected against any unexpected challenges. One more critical note: insurance. Having the right insurance is non-negotiable. It's all about making sure you're covered for any mishaps during your work with us. Think of it as a protective umbrella for those just-in-case moments, and it's absolutely necessary for being a part of our network. In a nutshell, being familiar with and following our terms and conditions isn't just about ticking boxes. It's about making sure our partnership is solid, transparent, and set up for success. It helps us all stay on the same page and keeps the wheels turning smoothly in our quest to deliver stellar services. Section 12. Managing risks and ensuring secure work environments summary. When it comes to keeping our workspaces safe and secure, there's a lot we do to manage risks. It's not just about ticking boxes for compliance. It's also about safeguarding our people, our clients, and their property. Here's a rundown of how we tackle this. First up, if any incidents occur, think damage, theft, or injuries connected to our projects, you've got to let us know within 12 hours. It's really important that we're in the loop fast, so we can take the right steps. And just a heads up, settling any claims on your own without our written go-ahead is a no-no. Before anyone on your team gets started on a project, we need you to run a thorough background check on them. It's a crucial step for ensuring everyone's safety and maintaining compliance. This isn't just about ticking off a list. It's about making sure we're all protected. From checking social security numbers and criminal databases, to verifying past employment history and conducting detailed drug screenings, it's comprehensive. We're talking the works here, to make absolutely sure your team members are fit for the task. We're counting on you to uphold the highest standards when choosing who works on our projects. That means steering clear of assigning anyone with a dodgy background, especially if they've got pending charges or convictions related to violence, theft, fraud, or anything else that could put our integrity at risk. In some cases, we might ask you to certify that your personnel have passed all these screenings before they start working with us, especially if they'll be dealing with sensitive info or systems. This attestation is your assurance to us that you've done your due diligence, keeping only trustworthy folks in the loop. Maintaining a secure and reliable work environment is a team effort. It's about making sure everyone involved, the staff, our clients, and their spaces, are protected every step of the way. Section 13. Ensuring only approved personnel and materials are used. Pro RFP mandates a culture of excellence and safety, beginning with the foundation of our operations, our personnel and the materials we use. Before any deployment, every team member must undergo and pass our comprehensive satisfactory screening. This is non-negotiable. It's about more than checking boxes. It's about ensuring the safety and integrity of everyone and everything involved in our projects. If for any reason, a team member hasn't completed this process, you're tasked with making immediate adjustments. There's no room for compromise when it comes to the quality and security of our workforce. When it comes to the tools of our trade, adherence to our approved list of supplies, equipment, and materials is imperative. This directive ensures that every aspect of our service delivery aligns with the highest standards of quality and safety. You'll receive a detailed list specific to each statement of work, allowing you to procure the necessary items directly from Pro RFP or our partners. This level of specificity and control is crucial in maintaining the integrity of our services and the safety of our environments. Moreover, Meticulous record keeping of all chemical use, inclusive of safety data sheets, is a must. This transparency is key in upholding our shared commitment to safety, compliance, and excellence. Should there be any deviation from the approved materials or delays in securing the right equipment, know that Pro RFP will intervene. While this may incur additional costs, it's a small price to pay for ensuring our operational standards are never compromised. Our collective commitment to using only approved personnel and materials isn't just about following rules, it's about embodying the excellence and safety that define every project we undertake. Let's continue to build on this foundation, ensuring our work environment remains a beacon of quality, safety, and integrity. Section 14. Continuous training and safety management. In the pursuit of excellence and safety, ongoing training is paramount. Your team members must receive regular instruction on the proper use of equipment and supplies essential for their roles. It's not just about attendance, it's about ensuring competence and safety. We may request evidence of this training to guarantee that everyone is up to date and operating in a secure manner. When it comes to safety, rules are non-negotiable. Any violation may result in penalties, potentially including fines and additional administrative costs. Whether it's our safety regulations or local, state, or federal laws, compliance is crucial for a secure work environment. Encountering hazardous materials demands immediate action. If your team comes across substances like asbestos or harmful pathogens, work in that area must cease immediately. Failure to address such issues promptly could lead to liability for any resulting consequences or claims. Reporting incidents promptly is vital. Any event that poses a threat to health, safety, or the environment, whether it's an injury, equipment malfunction, or a security breach, must be communicated immediately. By addressing issues swiftly, we can maintain a safe and secure environment for all involved. Responsibility extends to maintaining and securing work sites. Before departing any location, it's imperative to ensure it's secure, minimizing the risk of accidents or unauthorized access. Regular safety checks are a proactive measure to prevent incidents, ensuring the well-being of your team and our clients. Through ongoing training and meticulous safety management, we uphold our commitment to excellence and prioritize the safety and security of all stakeholders. Let's continue to foster a culture of safety, where each action contributes to a secure and productive work environment. Section 15. Understanding intellectual property rights. In our collaboration, it's essential to clarify ownership of intellectual property. Pro RFP retains ownership of all its intellectual property, encompassing copyrights, patents, trademarks, trade secrets, and any unique information or designs associated with Pro RFP. This includes our software, processes, and methodologies, collectively referred to as our intellectual property rights. Any work product created or delivered by you, the vendor, as part of our services becomes the property of Pro RFP. This encompasses documents, materials, or any other deliverables produced for us. While you have access to our software and systems necessary for your tasks, ownership remains exclusively with Pro RFP. You do not gain any ownership rights to the software, systems, or associated intellectual property. In essence, any work produced for Pro RFP belongs to us, and we retain full ownership of our intellectual property. While you may utilize our tools and systems to fulfill your services, they remain the sole property of Pro RFP. Section 16. Keeping things confidential. Maintaining confidentiality is paramount in our partnership. Any information shared by Pro RFP that isn't publicly available is deemed confidential. This encompasses internal plans, pricing details, client lists, and any other information provided to facilitate your work for Pro RFP. You're obligated to utilize this information solely for Pro RFP related tasks and refrain from disclosing it to others without our explicit consent. Certain information isn't considered confidential, including publicly available data, information obtained from non-confidential sources, pre-existing knowledge, or independently developed insights that don't rely on Pro RFP's confidential information. Upon request, you must promptly return any documents or materials provided by Pro RFP. Failure to maintain confidentiality may lead to legal action to safeguard our proprietary information. Section 17. Don't steer our business elsewhere summary. Here's a pretty crucial rule for our partnership. Keep Pro RFP's business within Pro RFP. More specifically, For 5 years after we stop working together, it's really important that you don't try to sway our clients, customers, patrons, suppliers, vendors, or employees away from us. Breaking it down further, this means you can't coax any of our associates to take their business elsewhere or mess with our existing relationships. And just to be clear, if this rule gets broken, we have to put a hard stop on all payments we owe you, and we might need to take legal action. It's a serious matter because it touches the core of our business integrity and growth. When it comes to hiring or collaborating, there's another no-go zone you should be aware of. During our time working together, and for 3 years after, we ask that you refrain from hiring or working with any of Pro RFP's past or present staff, vendors, or employees, whether you're doing this directly or via another business. The same goes for chasing after business from anyone who's been a part of Pro RFP's circle in the last 3 years. That includes not offering services that directly compete with ours to any of our current or past associates. The bottom line here is about respect and fairness. We're all in this to grow and succeed, but stepping on each other's toes isn't the way to do it. By keeping our business dealings within these boundaries, we ensure that our partnership and all associated relationships are healthy, competitive in a fair way, and most importantly, thriving. Section 18. Protecting Pro RFP's investment summary. When you sign on to work with us at Pro RFP, there's a big picture responsibility you're taking on. It's all about valuing and safeguarding the hard work and investments we've poured into building our business. If these guidelines get sidestepped, it doesn't just ruffle feathers. It can cause serious harm to what we've built. And believe us, we're committed to protecting our business interests, tooth and nail. So, what happens if things don't go as per the playbook? Well, if rules are broken, particularly if there's any attempt to divert our business or recruit our talent, we're not just going to halt payments. We're heading straight for legal action. That could mean seeking court orders, like injunctions, to put a stop to any damaging actions, and we won't be required to put up any bond for this. In the spirit of keeping everything above board, if any of our employees try to nudge you for job offers or business opportunities that fall outside our existing agreement, it's crucial you let us know right away, and of course, turn them down. This step is essential in keeping the integrity of our partnership intact. These rules aren't just for show. They apply to every part of your operation, every branch, subsidiary, and connected entity under your banner. It's on you to ensure that your entire team is clued in on these terms and is following them to the letter. Beyond just adhering to these terms, working with us means committing to fair business practices. That commitment involves steering clear of anything that might smell of unethical behavior, like the exchange of bribes or inappropriate gifts for business favors. It's all about maintaining our edge in the market while ensuring our mutual success without straying into murky ethical waters. And on the topic of fairness, we expect total abstinence from any actions that might seem like you're trying to gain an unfair advantage, be it through gifts, payments, or other benefits that could tilt business decisions in your favor. Keeping our business dealings crystal clear and fair helps us all sleep better at night, knowing we're playing the game the right way. Section 19. Understanding our agreement and how it can end summary. Our agreement with you is pretty straightforward. It kicks off the moment we start working together, and it's ongoing, covering all our projects and collaborations. It doesn't hinge on having a specific project in the pipeline. We're in a partnership that sticks to the terms we've set out, no matter what. If there comes a time when you choose to move on, it's simple to wrap things up. Just give us a heads up 30 days beforehand. You can email us or send a letter to our office address, essentially signaling a Pro Support Vendor Terms Termination Notice. This 30-day notice is crucial because it gives us time to adjust our plans and not be left scrambling. On our end, we also hold the right to end our agreement or any ongoing projects at any moment. Depending on the situation, we might not always be able to give you prior notice. When we decide to part ways, any active work and our agreement come to an immediate halt. What happens next is pretty standard. Returning any property that belongs to Pro RFP or our clients, collecting your items from our locations, ensuring all confidential information is returned or deleted. And if we've paid you in advance for work that's not yet done, you'll need to reimburse those funds. And yes, we'll need you to confirm in writing that all this has been taken care of. In case there are any outstanding fees we owe you, rest assured, we'll settle those as per our agreement terms. However, Reviewing your account and sorting out financials may extend the payment process by an additional 30 to 60 days. If it turns out there are fees you owe us, we expect those to be paid as the agreement concludes. Should there be unpaid fees on your end, our approach might involve holding back any payments we owe you, or, in certain cases, taking legal action to ensure those fees are paid. We'll keep you informed throughout this, providing detailed statements of what's owed, aiming for transparency, and avoiding any surprises. To sum up, our agreement is built on mutual respect and clarity, ensuring both parties know what's expected and how to conclude our partnership responsibly and fairly, should that time come. Section 21. Responsibility and legal adherence for vendor summary. In our collaboration, playing by the rules isn't just a suggestion, it's a must. This section is all about the legal side of things and how crucial it is that you, as a vendor, keep things straight and narrow. Firstly, if there's ever a situation where Pro RFP faces legal issues because of a mistake or negligence on your part, you'll need to step up and cover the costs, including any legal fees or settlements. It's like saying, "My bad," but in a way that ensures we're not left holding the bag for something that wasn't our fault. And if there's a need to settle any claims that might involve us, just a heads up, you'll need to get our go-ahead in writing before taking any steps. It's all about ensuring decisions are made with our collective best interests in mind. Sticking to the law is non-negotiable. This means following all relevant federal, state, and local laws, regulations, and ordinances that apply to your business operations and the services you're providing us. Keeping all your licenses and permits in check falls under this umbrella too. When it comes to your team, fair treatment isn't just encouraged, it's expected. You've got to comply with all labor laws, ensuring your workplace is free from discrimination and meets guidelines like those set out in the Service Contract Act. Checking that everyone on your team is legally allowed to work in the U.S. is a big part of this, following the rules set by the Immigration Reform and Control Act. If any legal issues crop up because you didn't stick to these laws, the responsibility to defend and protect Pro RFP from any fallout lands on your shoulders. This includes taking care of any costs that come up due to non-compliance. It's a heavy responsibility, but a crucial one. At the heart of it, we're expecting you to be legally savvy, understanding and complying with all aspects of law that touch upon your work for Pro RFP. If something goes sideways and it leads to legal challenges or financial demands on us, you'll need to cover all bases, defending and indemnifying Pro RFP where needed. This commitment to legal adherence doesn't just protect us, it ensures you continue to operate with integrity and reliability, paving the way for a productive and legally sound partnership where everyone thrives. Section 22. Mandatory insurance compliance for vendor summary. Insurance isn't just a checkbox on your to-do list. It's a fundamental part of our partnership. Here's how it works. Firstly, carrying specific insurance coverage, as outlined in Exhibit A of our agreement, is absolutely essential. This isn't up for negotiation. It's core to how we operate together. Your insurance needs to stay active, not just during our time working together, but also for a year after our contract ends, or even longer if there are any legal claims hanging around. This way, we're all protected from unexpected issues that might pop up down the line. Another key point is making sure Pro RFP and our clients are named as additional insureds on your policies. This common practice doesn't cost you extra, but extends coverage to us, adding an extra layer of protection. We're going to need to see proof of your insurance too. Right when we kick things off, and then yearly, or whenever we ask, you'll need to show us your current certificates of insurance. And if there's any chance your insurance might lapse or not get renewed, we need a heads up from your insurer at least 30 days in advance. Plus, having workers' compensation insurance for anyone working under our agreement is a given. It's not just a good idea, it's your legal duty. Now, if you're thinking about timelines, all the required insurance docs, including the Write a Cord form, should be in our hands within 15 days of starting our contract. Any changes to your insurance? Let us know right away with the updated paperwork. And here's the deal. If these insurance requirements aren't met, we'll have to freeze all payments to you until everything is sorted out. It's that important. In essence, keeping up with your insurance obligations isn't just ticking a box for compliance. It's about managing risks smartly and keeping our collaboration smooth and secure. It's on you to stay on top of this to avoid any hiccups in our work together and in your payments. Section 23. Insurance certificate submission, key to your payment summary. Let's dive into something that's absolutely essential for ensuring you get your payments without a hitch: submitting your insurance certificates to Pro RFP. This isn't just one more item on the checklist. It's a foundational requirement. Without a valid insurance certificate in our hands, the unfortunate truth is, no payments can be processed for you. It's as clear-cut as that. No certificate equals no payment. If for some reason you let your insurance coverage slip or don't meet the requirements we've spelled out, there will be consequences. Specifically, we're talking about a substantial administrative fee, up to 30% on what you're owed by us. This fee is our way of covering the additional risk and management efforts we have to undertake due to any lapses on your side, and it'll be taken right out of your upcoming payments. Moreover, should any incidents arise, like stolen property or damaged equipment, because you didn't have the right insurance in place, the financial responsibility falls squarely on your shoulders. It's crucial to maintain the insurance coverage we require to avoid these kinds of issues. Here's the bottom line. Keeping your insurance certificates current, comprehensive, and submitted promptly isn't optional. It's a key part of our collaboration. This diligence is not only about ticking a box, it's vital for a smooth partnership and uninterrupted payment flow to you. Moreover, it's about protecting both parties from potential liabilities. Remember, any delays or neglect in meeting these insurance requirements will directly influence your payments and could lead to financial responsibilities on your end. We're serious about this because it's intertwined with our mutual success and security. Consider this an essential aspect of our agreement, where your proactive engagement can prevent any potential bumps down the road and help us keep our partnership thriving. Section 24. Clear-cut on liability and warranties summary. When it comes to handling liabilities and warranties, it's crucial we lay everything out clearly right from the start. Firstly, concerning liabilities, Pro RFP is pretty clear that we won't take responsibility for any indirect damages you or any third party might experience. What does that mean? Well, if something we do, or don't do, ends up causing losses that aren't directly linked to our actions, like missed profit opportunities, special damages, or really any financial hit that can't be directly traced back to us, those are not on our tab. This applies even if these losses were something that could have been anticipated, or if we were tipped off that they might occur. Now, if you're using equipment or materials we've provided, it's important to understand that we're not on the hook for any damages or losses that come from using them. Whether it's damage to property, personal injuries, or any other kind of loss, that's on you. As for warranties, or rather the lack thereof, we want to be clear. We're not making any promises regarding the materials, software, work systems, uniforms, or anything else we or our associates provide. We can't guarantee that they'll fit your specific requirements, work without a hitch, or be free from infringing on someone else's intellectual property. Everything we hand over is on an as-is basis. That means there's no promise of perfection from our side, whether it's been discussed, implied through our usual business practices, or even if it's what you might expect given the industry standards. So, what's the takeaway here? You're carrying the responsibility when it comes to using the tools and materials we provide. We're transparent about not offering warranties, and we limit our liability to ensure we're both entering this agreement with a clear understanding of the terms. This clarity is key to preventing any misunderstandings and ensuring a smooth, surprise-free collaboration. By partnering with us, you're acknowledging these parameters and helping us lay a solid foundation for our work together. Section 25. Straight talk on damages and conduct summary. Let's dive into some straightforward guidelines on handling damages, managing our reputation, and ensuring we're both making the effort to stay in line with our agreement. Starting with liquidated damages. If there's a slip-up on your end that breaches our agreement, there's a set consequence. You'd be on the hook for an amount equal to 1 month's fees, plus an extra 30% to cover administrative costs. This is our go-to penalty, unless specified otherwise somewhere in our contract. It's a clear-cut way to handle things, ensuring there's accountability in place. When it comes to publicity and how we're represented in the public sphere, there are some firm restrictions. The use of the PRO RFP name, as well as any of our clients' names, is off limits in your marketing materials, press releases, or any kind of public communication, unless you've got express written permission from us. Why is this important? It's all about safeguarding our brand and ensuring our clients' privacy isn't compromised. We're incredibly protective over our reputation and the integrity of how we're portrayed out there in the world. Now, about cooperation and mutual support. This is key. We're in this together, so if there's a need for further information, additional documents to be signed, or any other steps to be taken to ensure our agreement is being fully honored, we're both agreeing to step up. It's all for the goal of making sure every aspect of our agreement is respected and implemented. After all, working hand in hand maximizes the success of our partnership and keeps everything ticking along smoothly according to our terms. So, what's the bottom line? It's crucial that we both play by the rules we've set. Handling potential breaches, managing how we're mentioned publicly, and ensuring proactive cooperation are all fundamental to maintaining a smooth and productive relationship. Let's keep the lines clear and stick to these expectations to keep our collaboration fruitful. Section 26. Straightforward rules on disputes, laws, and agreement summary. Let's talk about how we handle disagreements, the legal framework we operate under, and some important notes about our understanding together. Starting with resolving disputes, our go-to method is arbitration. This means if we hit a bump in the road, instead of heading straight to court, we'll have a neutral third party step in to make a decision. And yes, the cost of this arbitration, up to 25% of whatever amount is being disputed, falls on you. These fees need to be paid up front. Otherwise, we might have to put a pause on the arbitration process. The where and how of this arbitration will be determined by us and could stray from usual practices. When it comes to the legal backdrop of our agreement, we're firmly under Nebraska's jurisdiction. This standardization helps avoid any legal confusion, regardless of where you are based. And if, for any reason, we do need to take things to court, it's going to be in Omaha, Nebraska. You're agreeing to this by signing on with us. We've also kept the door open for changes to these terms, promising to keep you informed should adjustments arise. And if we find ourselves in a legal tangle, especially if it's about enforcing our agreement or defending against claims you make, the responsibility for our legal expenses will land on you. Finally, let's touch on the integrity of our agreement. Everything we've agreed on is contained in this document, including specifics laid out in statements of work, exhibits, and any amendments. This document takes precedence over any previous discussions or agreements, and if for any reason a piece of this agreement doesn't hold up legally, the rest of it still stands strong. Our aim is to maintain clarity and enforceability across the board, ensuring that our partnership runs smoothly and without misunderstandings. Section 27. Updating our terms. Flexibility for change summary. Adapting to change is part and parcel of our operation here at Pro RFP, and that includes updating our terms when necessary. Here's how it works. We reserve the right to modify the terms of our agreement at any time, and we may not always give you a heads up before we do so. By accepting a statement of work or continuing to offer your services, you're acknowledging and agreeing to these updated terms. You can always find the most current version on our website. It's your responsibility to stay on top of these updates, including any changes to our privacy policy or related documents. Though we'll try to flag any new changes in our statements of work for a quick 72 hours after they're posted, keeping informed is ultimately on you. When it comes to sticking to decisions, understand that no waiver of our rights is valid unless it's in writing. In simpler terms, if we don't enforce a part of our agreement immediately, that doesn't mean we've given up the right to do so later. Plus, we've got a whole toolkit of rights at our disposal, and using one doesn't limit our use of another. Talking about responsibilities, neither of us can hand off our obligations or rights under this agreement to someone else without written consent from the other party. However, should Pro RFP undergo a significant change, like a merger, we can transfer this agreement without needing your okay. Some parts of our agreement are designed to outlast its termination, ensuring that crucial provisions remain effective even after our partnership concludes. Also, in the face of unforeseeable challenges like natural disasters, wars, or significant government actions that prevent us from fulfilling our obligations, these circumstances won't be considered a breach of the agreement. We should give each other a heads up within 3 days of such events unfolding. If the situation drags on for more than 90 days, the unaffected party has the right to terminate the agreement with a 10-day notice. In short, our agreement is built to adapt and survive through change, ensuring we both uphold our responsibilities, come what may. It's all about maintaining flexibility while ensuring that key terms survive to protect both parties and keep things running smoothly, no matter what happens. Section 28. How to reach us. Notice requirements summary. When it comes to communication, especially for anything official or related to our agreement, it's essential we keep the lines clear. Here's what you need to know about getting in touch with us or sending notices. First off, you've got a few options for how to send communications our way. Whether it's by traditional mail, a quick email, or through a professional delivery service, here's how to ensure your message makes it to us properly. Mail. Address it to Pro RFP Inc. at our office with a clear mark for Pro RFP support. That way, it'll land in the right hands. Email. Shoot us a message at help@prorfp.com. It's straightforward and quick. Delivery service. If you're sending documents or packages and want that extra assurance, using a service like FedEx or UPS works great. As for us reaching out to you, we'll use the contact details you've provided in your vendor application. That's why it's super important to keep that info up to date. Now, when does a sent message count as officially delivered? For mail or delivery services, it's the moment it arrives. For emails, we consider it delivered the day after it's sent. This helps us ensure that no one misses out on important info and that there's always a clear record of communication. By filling out your vendor application or by taking on a statement of work with us, you're acknowledging these communication terms. It's part of what makes our agreement official, marking the start of our collaboration from the agreed commencement date. Clear communication is key to a great partnership, and these guidelines are here to make sure we're always on the same page. Section 29. Exhibit A, Insurance Requirements, a simple guide summary. Navigating insurance requirements might seem like a labyrinth, but don't worry. I'm here to guide you through it in simple terms. Let's break it down. Starting off, there's something called an accord form that you'll need to fill out with your insurance details. You can grab a sample from our website to make sure you're on the right page. Now, it's crucial that this form reflects coverage on what we call an occurrence form basis because the alternative, claims made, won't fit our needs. Also, if your insurance plan includes deductibles or self-insured retentions, we'll need to take a look and give our thumbs up before moving forward. Diving into the specifics, think of your insurance coverage as a safety net that's meant to be comprehensive. For general liability, imagine having a safety cushion that inflates up to $1 million for any incidents. This isn't just about any run-of-the-mill coverage. It's designed to envelop a range of scenarios from personal injury to the nitty-gritty of independent contractors' liability, all within that magical $1 million figure per occurrence. And to ensure there's enough of this safety cushion to go around, your total coverage, sort of like a big protective bubble, should be no less than $2 million. Now, if we peek under the umbrella, policy that is, you're looking at an extra layer of protection, adding another $2 million to your safety cushion for both per occurrence and the big picture, aggregate. Let's not forget about vehicles. Whether they're yours, hired, or borrowed, there's a need for a combined total of $1 million in coverage to account for any mishaps on the move. And even if you're not rolling in with a fleet of your own, coverage for those non-owned and hired autos is still a must. Switching gears to workers' compensation, which is basically making sure everyone on your team is covered by the playbook, legally speaking. This isn't just a suggestion. It's a must-have with coverage reaching $1 million for incidents or diseases. When you bundle all of this into your certificate of insurance, it's like rolling out a welcome mat for us, stating clearly that Pro RFP and friends are included as additional insureds. It's akin to extending a handshake of assurance, backed by paperwork. But wait, there's a bit more. Certain endorsements or stamps of approval we'll need to see, making sure everything from your general liability to workers' compensation is in tip-top shape, and that we're all playing from the same rulebook. Lastly, all of this needs to be directed to our headquarters, sitting neatly on Broad Street. Oh, and a quick note on who you choose for your insurance team. They've got to be the cream of the crop, holding an A-Vent rating by AM Best. So, there you have it. Wrapping your head around these insurance specs isn't just ticking boxes. It's setting up a robust safety net that keeps you, us, and everyone else involved securely covered. Remember, sailing smoothly through this is key to avoiding any hitches in payment or partnership hiccups. As we wrap up our journey through the Pro RFP vendor terms and conditions, I hope these explanations have brought clarity and